Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm behind, but I'm matching my schedule. So that's ironic. All right, so today's video. Fit, if that's what I think I am. People told me I am. A little self-deprecating as of late, but I know I'm not a fat piece of shit, although I feel like it. Fit after 40, but also fit after 40, parentheses, if you've lived a life and are broken and beat to shit and have had and or have tons of injuries and surgeries and a destroyed body. That's the headline. um, so there's tons of fit after 40. In fact, I encourage anybody to go find RP, Renaissance Periodizations, Mike Israetel. I'll try to find it and we'll put in the comments the description below later. He has an amazing breakdown for a fit over 40 as far as like a diet rotation. Like, you can't be going the up and down extremes like I used to of like, so his template is like a 12 weeks, I think, of like a pound a week is all you want to try to lose, and then I think 8 weeks of a gain or maintain, and you're worried more about the net change, not these extreme short changes. Just a sec, there's sometimes a cop here, so give me a sec. Of course, the one time I can keep talking because I have a mic on. But what I want to touch on is like what it takes to be, still go to the gym. It's a lot in 10 minutes, but still go to the gym, still, and tips and tricks, whatever. Here, I'll just hammer them out while I'm driving. First off, you can't lift like you're 18 anymore. Yeah, there are some dudes in their 40s and women in their 40s that lift hard. You still got to lift hard and train hard. Particularly, obviously, my focus of this will be like hypertrophy and or weight training, because of all this science that's showing that weight training is so important for the body, not just to get big muscles and look pretty. For women, osteoporosis, bone strength. For men, it's the Google it. You can find it, and don't just listen to Instagram people. But weight, you can't train like you're young anymore, but you got to still train intense. And I think if you've been training as long as I have, you tend to get complacent and you forget there's a fine line. And again, back to credit Mike Israetel, he's given me a refreshed perspective on what is intense training, what isn't, and what is dumb injury prone training and what isn't. So, young and dumb and flexible and made out of rubber bands versus late 40s full of injuries. You got to be smart. You got to compromise and also get rid of some shit that just doesn't work. In your late 40s, do you need to be doing crazy heavy deadlifts? Are they changing your life? Or can you do trap bar deadlifts? Or can you do just straight leg deadlifts with dumbbells if you want to hamstrings, or stuff like that. So you can't lift like you're young anymore, but you got to still not lift like you're decrepit. There's a lot to tell you in 10 minutes. The other thing is I would say, piggybacking on what I've taken from Israetel, is remember that you aren't dead. You do still need to train hard and intense, but also, with that being said, we can't train. Like, I remember I was training 7 days a week and getting, I hate the word, but gains. But that shit doesn't fly anymore. I train 6 days a week now, and even that's probably pushing it. 1 day a week of rest. And to credit, I paid for this one, and it's an expensive app, but it is worth every penny. But to credit the RP Hypertrophy app, it forces you and rotates in your rest and your training sessions in such a way so as to force rest or force less intense training, based on recovery needs and soreness and so on. But also, I think, I can't prove, I know there's science out there somewhere, go find it yourself. you got to be smart with your diet, your nutrition, your supplementation. Yeah, I'm on TRT. That is a stopgap to mitigate just some problems just the aging body has. So that's a thing, but it's not some cure-all. I do research some peptides as far as like body and pain and control and damage and all that. I currently have 4 tears in my left knee, 2 in my left rotator cuff that I can't afford to get repaired. So I have to be extremely careful with my workouts. But also on faith, because there's no side effects I can find on any PubMed research or anything, but on faith, I do research either BPC 157 or it's called PDA, like public displays of affection, but PDA stands for something long and chemically. So if you're not sure what it is, Google PDA alternative for BPC 157. I might get that from my doctor. I incorporate researching TB 500. It's a good synergist for they call it the Wolverine compound, BPC 157. It basically stimulates I think erythropoiesis, red blood cell formation, which helps promote growth factor. It's not going to take a ligament or tendon that is torn in half and make it grow back together. That shit requires surgery, of which I need multiple of. So I use these things because I am full of damage. I am full of arthritis. I am full of current tears, and I'm full of old tears. So I researched those peptides for sure. Ambush Peptides on Instagram. I think his Instagram handle to his business, he actually, I don't know if he cares. It's called Hoochie Father, but he has a business called Ambush Peptides, a fellow Green Beret. You can research your peptides there. What else is, what's my other big tip? I got 3 minutes. Rest. This is a horrible country station. I hate that country rap crap. Give me some George Strait. Rest. Again, I've been training since '93, and how I've trained has changed because of what the body can and can't do. Rest is required. I am a Nazi about sleep schedule because I work out at 3 a.m. because I hate society. So I have to be to the gym by 3-ish. And so I have to backwards plan an early bedtime. And that's non-negotiable. Like another video I did earlier in the week, if it were for a job, people would, I look at it like if the thing I'm doing, the discipline, the set schedule I'm doing was for an employer, everybody would be like, oh yeah, we get it. You have to go to bed for your shift. Well, my health is more important than a job. So I apply the same expectation template that if I had a grave shift or something to my personal exercise and training thing, because I would argue that's more important. Mental health, physical health. And fortunately, I'm with a woman that is the same way and respects it. So I go to bed early, and I still live a life where there's some less than desirable outcomes with sleep, but I don't mess around with that. So as we age, guys and gals, that sleep, it is as important as the workout itself. The rest days are as important. The form compromises and adjustments are important. The nutrition and diet are important. Supplementation is important. And the consistency. And I guess the honesty. You got to be honest with yourself. Like, are you training intense? Are you being stupid in 18? Or are you kind of just going through the motions? Especially if you have a long life of working out, you kind of get on an autopilot. And every once in a while, you need a slap in the face. And to, again, Israel Tell's credit, a lot of stuff he put out there helped me. So that's the 10-minute hammered out how to change your life after 40. God help you. Everyone have a great morning.